Good evening and welcome to Rupees and Cents, brought to you with the compliments of People's Bank, the pulse of the people. Customer service or customer relations play a key role, a vital role in any business organization, for the simple reason that no such organization can survive without customers. What we are going to discuss in tonight's Rupees and Cents, I have no doubt whatsoever that it will be of immense use to all entrepreneurs and the entire business community in this country. My guest tonight is a principal management consultant and a trainer with over 20 years experience in service marketing, and he has participated in many professional development programs both locally and abroad. I am pleased to welcome Mr. Dhammika Kalapuge, an internationally recognized trainer and management consultant. Welcome to Rupees and Cents, Dhammika. It's good to have you on the program. Dhammika, during the past decade or so, you have conducted about 1,400 different training programs on customer service. Firstly, I'm sure our viewers would like to know how you would define the two words customer service or customer relations.
Yes, that. Now, organizations, if you take into consideration, what they do is they produce goods, products. And these products, whatever that had been produced, got to be sold.
Okay.
So it has to be delivered. So product is there, it has to be delivered.
Okay.
Then while giving this product, whatever that had been manufactured, there is a caring element that is needed at the point of delivery. So this caring element that comes with a human touch is referred to as simply customer service.
Okay, well, that's a very nice definition. Okay, now if I may ask that, what benefits would accrue to a business organization by giving good customer service?
Yeah, what happens is that today we all work in a competitive world. And you name any kind of a product or a service that is available in the marketplace, always you find there's competition. Whatever the product that's available in the marketplace, you get a competitor who is producing a similar kind of a product or a service. So then what happens? Customers do have a choice. And whatever the products and the services which are being manufactured, they are being delivered around the country, all over the world. So now, whenever a particular manufacturer, when he keeps on adding more and more things to his product in order to attract customers, what happens is the competitors also would copy it. And that's happening. They'll try to imitate it, copy it, or would try to do the same.
Yes.
So then the next thing is the delivery. So when you make a particular product available at a location, a particular location, what the competitor also would try to do is they also would try to do the same. Just go and probably could be the adjoining premises, or maybe a location closer to that, they will have an outlet to sell that. Now, mostly now we buy products through internet, okay?
Right.
It's increasingly becoming popular. So when one organization says that, okay, web-based purchasing is possible, the competitor also would do the same. So you find product and delivery, whatever the things that anybody is trying to do to attract customers towards their product, and for their delivery mechanism, you find that everybody is virtually doing the same. So such an environment, if you really want to achieve a distinct, sustainable differentiation, I'll repeat that, a distinct, sustainable differentiation, customer service is the way forward, because there where the emotional element comes in, there where the human touch comes in. So therefore it becomes crucially important.
Okay. Now, even as a student, I have heard, and we still keep hearing, when you talk about business and customers, say that customer is king. I mean, why are customers so important to any business organization?
Yeah, just very simple answer you can get, that all cash flows are generated from the customer's wallet. So that organization survival depends on the earnings that you make from the customers. And all the organizations, they want their customers to come back to them over and over again. So we are operating in a competitive world. If a particular company is introducing a product, similar product is available elsewhere. Delivery is also available in the same way. So now organizations want to attract and retain their customers along with them. So to do so, that emotional element, winning the heart share of the customer, matters a lot. So therefore, that any organization today who are in business, they believe in continuously doing business to the same customer over and over again, because it is an accepted fact that keeping your existing customer with you is, they say, 7 times cheaper than going behind a new customer.
New customers.
So therefore, that any customer who is coming to an organization to purchase a product, there's a thing called a lifetime value.
Okay.
Lifetime value. We call it in shortened form LTV. So therefore, this service aspect becomes crucially important. Talking to that person's emotions and winning his faith and winning the heart, and then retain the customer towards that.
So what you are saying, that you want the customers to be lifetime customers of that business organization.
And therefore that we say customer is the king. Now this is a philosophy that came from, basically from Japan.
Yeah.
Because you know, they bow. When you see somebody, they bow. Now, just an ordinary person, when they meet, they bow just slightly. It could be about, maybe about 30 degrees. But if it is, could be a parents or your teachers, they bow about 45 degrees. And for 2 people, they bow 90 degrees. That is king and the customer. Right. So that's why they say customer is the king.
Yeah. Dhammika, am I right in saying that, you know, a person who is walking into a shop or a business organization for the first time, you know, the impression that he gets about the place matters a lot, doesn't it?
Very much. Because what happened was, UK, they did a research about this particular subject on customer service. And then they came out with this importance of first impressions there. Yeah. And there they said something very interesting and crucial. What was said was that 90% of lasting impressions of you, the service provider, and the organization he represents, customers form within the first 90 seconds. 90% of lasting impressions of you, the service provider, and the organization, customers form within the first 90 seconds. So first 90 seconds, hardly sometimes you see the product or the delivery mechanism. It's you. So the service delivery, what you do, it makes a tremendous impact there. And the second thing that they found out, they said, you'll never get a second chance to make a very good first impression. Right. You'll never get a second chance to make a very good first impression. So therefore, that whoever is walking in, creating a great image by providing that service by that human being to another human being, crucially becomes important.
And if it's a situation where you meet the customer personally, I have heard that the smile can make a big change.
Very much, very much. And this is a gesture that we are born. And Sigmund Freud says that the smile is the first gesture we have brought to this world to demonstrate our attitude of gratitude. And what he says is, when you are born from the mother's womb, after about 2 to 3 hours time when you are being fed by her, you want to tell your mother thank you, but still you haven't learned words to do so. So all what you do is you look up and smile and say that thank you. So this is a gesture that we all want. And there are a couple of Chinese sayings. They say that if you don't have a smile, don't open up a shop. Yeah, they say. And they say the next thing is that smile costs nothing, but it virtually sells everything.
Sells everything.
And thirdly, they say smile enriches your face value. Whenever we look at a camera, always we smile because it enriches our face value.
Right.
So this is a simplest way of winning the heart of the other
particularly when you're meeting somebody for the first time.
Definitely.
Dhammika, now who should be taking the initiative, or who should be responsible in providing this good customer service that you are talking about?
Yeah. And simply everybody in the organization, from security guard onwards to the CEO, customers are meeting different people. So there are different interaction points. And all those interaction points, whoever the human being that's there, they become responsible in providing customer service. And my learning had been over the last couple of years running this training program. Truly speaking, a proper customer service culture should be initiated from the CEO. Because if any organization, the top, if he's not believing in customer service, he'll never be able to have the customer service in place. And as you know, there
he has to set an example.
Exactly, walk the talk. So he has to set an example so that everybody in the organization should become responsible in providing this service.
Right. Now, I have a very important and interesting question to ask you, but before that, since the answer will take a little time, we are going to take a short break now.
Sure.
And we will come back to you within 30 seconds. Welcome back. You are watching Rupees and Cents, brought to you with the compliments of People's Bank. And I've been talking to Mr. Dhammika Kalapuge, the internationally recognized trainer and management consultant, about the importance of customer service. Dhammika, that important question which I was going to ask, before we went for the break is that if you were asked, with all the experience that you have got over the years, to set up a customer service culture, how would you get about it?
Yes, truly there are three things that are needed. In any organization, if you really want to put up a great customer service culture, there are three P's. Number one, policies.
Policies.
Got to be right.
Okay.
All your policies got to be customer friendly. So whenever you are designing on a policy, you got to keep this
You're
customer
talking about company policy.
Company policy,
okay.
right? There got to be policies. Number two is the processes got to be right.
Mm-hmm.
Right? The third P is the people factor.
So the
Policies, processes, and people.
So really three P's.
Yes. So there is a customer service guru in the world called Ron Kaufman. He's based in Singapore. He's my guru as well. Now he refers to these three. He says rule set, tool set, and then mindset. Right? So you got to have the rule set right to provide the customer service, then the tool set in place to give it, and finally the mindset. So mostly you are referring to the people aspect there in mindset.
So those are the three
basic
main areas that one should be concentrating on if you were talking about the customer service culture.
Very much.
How difficult would it be to set up a thing like that and put that into practice?
First of all, you got to believe the importance of the customer. So whenever you are designing a policy or a rule, you got to keep this guy in mind, because as I told you before, all cash flows are generated from the customer's wallet. So how important the customer in your business. Thereafter, to take this service towards him, what are the tools that are needed? What are the processes? Are they in place? So are you allocating enough resources towards that? Okay, and are you making those processes again customer friendly? And then finally the mindset. So do you have the right people at the right contact point to give this service, the right mindset?
Right.
Now this mindset word, a couple of years we had been talking about it as attitude. But the moment you talk about attitude, because there is a positive attitude and a negative attitude, people get a bit alarmed, people get upset. So therefore now the word what we have started using recently for this is a passion. You've got to have a passionate people at every point of contact to deliver the service, because passion is anyway positive. So people with positive frame of mind to deliver it. So all those three things got to be right in offering a service. Now in our research we found that out of those three P's we were talking about, policies, rule set, processes, tool set, and then people, your mindset. This mindset element is crucially important, because we find that there are altogether 40 to 50 common reasons why you can't give a customer service.
Mm-hmm.
And out of those 40 to 50 reasons, often we have found 80% of them fall into the people aspect.
Okay.
Right. And the 20% are on rules and the policy.
A lot of work that the human beings have been doing in the past are now being done either by machines or through technology. Can technology replace customer service?
Quite a vital question. It's a process support that you get through technology. But again, over the last decade, the kind of research that I carried out, increasingly people have found that yes, technology is needed to get that efficiency element, but people are not willing to give up the human touch. And the best example that I could quote, about a decade ago, I happened to participate for a program in Singapore, and one of the leading marketing guru was talking there and gave a speech. And what he said was, he said, with this web-based transaction taking place, he said, supermarkets beware. He said, people may stop coming to supermarkets, because the research was, again, the research finding was that 50% of the items people purchase from a supermarket are impulse buying. So they said that people now will start ordering through web and then start buying. So that 50% impulse purchasing may stop as a result. But again, the research proves that over the last decade, the purchases made through the web had not become that popular. It's picking up, but not at the speed at which that original